Hello class 9 students. Today I'll teach you some more problems based on quadrilaterals from exercise 8.2 question number B number 5. This will be our today's first question. Question and diagram both are available. In a parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoints of sides AB and CD respectively. So that the line segment AF, you could see here AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. That means this line and this line both are going to trisect this diagonal BD. So it will divide the diagonal into three equal parts. Let us go for given materials. This is your given material. Materials. In a parallelogram ABCD, E also midpoint, F also midpoint of the sides AB and CD. To prove the line segments AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. Now to prove this, we can start by this way. So proof, first I thought about the midpoint concept, general concept. Since E and F both are the midpoints of the sides AB and CD, which is given, therefore AB equal to, you can write double of AE also, and CD equal to, you can write double of FC also, because E and F both are the midpoints, then these two parts will be half of, even these two also half of. So AB will be double of AE and CD will be double of FC. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel, so AB and DC both are parallel. That shows AE and FC also parallel. Again, AB and CD both are equal also. That shows in place of AB you can write double of AE equal to CD is double of FC from condition 1 and 2. After cancellation of 2, we can get it AE equals to FC. That shows AECF is a parallelogram because the same pair we got it parallel also, even equal also. If it is so, if this small figure is a parallelogram, then this AF and this EC will be parallel to each other because other pair of parallelogram, you can say. The opposite sides of parallelogram is parallel, you know that. Now what I did in triangle ABP, since E is the midpoint of AB, and EQ parallel to AP because full line is parallel to AF. Then Q is also the midpoint of BP. Let me show you from the sketch. In triangle ABP, in triangle ABP, you could see this ABP. E is the midpoint. Already this line both are parallel. Then this small piece also will be parallel to each other. Then Q is definitely midpoint of this BP by converse of midpoint theorem. If it is so, this BQ and QP both are equal. Again we can take from this triangle CDQ. F is the midpoint. This line both are parallel because full line also parallel. Then P is also the midpoint of QD. If it is so, QP and PD both are also equal. So three equal parts we are getting means these two line segments going to trisect this diagonal BD. So after making this AECF is a parallelogram, other pair I got it parallel, AF parallel to EC, that was not available, that we found. Then in triangle ABP, E is the midpoint of AB, that's given. EQ parallel to AP because full line also parallel, already proved. Then Q is also the midpoint. With the help of this, we are making BQ equals to QP as a condition 3. Then in triangle DQC, as I told you, F is the midpoint of CD, which is given. PF also parallel to QC because full line AF and EC both are parallel to each other, already proved. So P is also the midpoint of QD as per converse of midpoint theorem. So this is condition 3, and here because of midpoint I got it QP equals to PUD, condition 4. Now from 3 and 4 we can conclude that all these BQ, QP, PD, all these are equal, This shows the line segments AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. By this way, we can prove. Actually, trisect means three equal parts. So we are trying to show this BQ, QP, PD, maintain the order properly. They are all equal to each other. So the line segment AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. Hence, proved. Now let me teach you question number 6 also. So that the line segments joining the midpoints of the opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other. Diagram is not available in the question. So given material, and let us draw the diagram. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which let us take PQRS are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA. I have to prove that PR and QS, they are bisecting each other at a point. That I have to prove. Now this joining was not there. That we are joining by dot dot lines PQ, QR, RS and SP or PS. Even this diagonal also we are taking under construction. Here also you can make dot dot lines as a construction. So given material already written to prove PR and QS bisect each other at a point. Construction, these are all joined. Now same way we can start. We are trying to prove this figure is a parallelogram. For that we will be taking this triangle ABC just like question number 1, 2, 3 like that. In this triangle P and Q both are the midpoints. Then this joining will be parallel to AC and this will be half of AC. Same thing we will take for this triangle ADC also. S and R both are the midpoints. Then this joining will be parallel to AC and this will be half of AC. From both the conditions, PQ and SR will be parallel, PQ and SR will be equal also. Then this PQRS will be a parallelogram. So after writing the given materials, I wrote the name ABCD is a quadrilateral in which PQRS are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA. I have to prove that this PR and QS, they are going to bisect each other at a point. For that we did the construction. All this joining was not there. It was not given in the question, so I have joined this. Even AC also should be joined by dot dot lines. I made a straight line. Make sure that it is also dotted lines. Now to prove this, in triangle ABC, as I told you, since P and Q both are the midpoints of the sides AB and BC, which is given in the question itself. So PQ joining will be parallel to AC and PQ equals to half of AC. Just like question number 1, 2, 3, same category. Number 1 you mark condition as per midpoint here. Then in triangle ADC, you can take since S and R are the midpoints of the sides DA and CD, which is also given. Therefore SR parallel to AC, SR is equal to half of AC. Condition 2 as per midpoint theorem. Same line are parallel to the same, like both the lines are parallel to the same line and both the lines are equal to half of AC. Then from 1 and 2 we can write PQ parallel to SR and PQ equal to SR. So PQRS is a parallelogram. Reason as it is one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel and equal, whatever. Now already I got it, PQRS is a parallelogram. And we know that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at a point. If it is so, I can conclude PR and QS, these two are the diagonals only, bisect each other at a point, hence proved. Because, let me show from the sketch, I have to prove that PR and QS bisect each other at a point. So PR is the diagonal, QS also the diagonal. So in this parallelogram, since I could prove this PQRS is a parallelogram, so this PR and this QS both are the diagonal, and diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at a point. We know that very well. So that's why final conclusion I have done. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at a point. Therefore, PR and QS bisect each other. Hence proved. Let me teach you question number 7. A bit long. ABC is a triangle, right angle at C. A line through the midpoint of M of hypotenuse AB and parallel to BC intersect AC at D. So that question number 1, D is the midpoint of AC. Number 2, MD perpendicular AC. Number 3, CM equal to MA equals to half of AB. Very important question for any kinds of board. like CBSE, NBSE, ICSE, doesn't matter. This question is there. Now, to prove this, given material, ABC is a triangle, right angle at C. ABC is a triangle, here one comma you can put. Right angle at C, a line through the midpoint M of the hypotenuse AB. So this line is drawn parallel to BC. That means MD is parallel to BC. Intersect AC at D point. To prove, number 1, D is the midpoint of AC. Number 2, MD perpendicular to AC. Number 3, CM equals to MA equals to half of AB. Now proof number 1. In triangle ABC, M is the midpoint of the side AB. MD parallel to BC, already given in the question. Then D is also the midpoint of AC, as per converse of midpoint theorem. So first one proved. D is the midpoint of AC as per converse of midpoint theorem. Now second one, how to prove this MD perpendicular to AC. Since these two lines are already parallel, you can take upside angle and this angle, both are corresponding angles, both are equal. So you can get this 90 degree easily. So to prove second one, since MD parallel to BC given, therefore angle ADM is equal to angle C, corresponding angles. Angle C already 90 degree, so angle ADM also 90 degree. Now look at the sketch. ADM, CDM both are linear pair. Both together makes 180 degree. ADM already we got it 90 degree, so CDM also. ADM we got 90 degree, so angle CDM equals to 180 minus 90, which is coming out 90 degree. So both the angles ADM and CDM both are equal to 90 degree. That means MD perpendicular to AC. Let me show from the sketch. We proved already this angle also 90 degree, even this angle also 90 degree. That means this MD is perpendicular to AC. Now to prove third one, CM equals to MA equals to half of AB, let us take these two triangles and make them congruent. Already this line is common. These two angles we proved 90 degree. AD and CD both are equal because of the midpoint. By side angle side congruency, these two triangles will be congruent. Then MA and MC will be equal. Now to prove third one, I have selected triangle ADM and triangle CDM. AD equals to CD since D is the midpoint of AC. Angle ADM and angle CDM, each angle is 90 degree. MD common. So both the triangles are congruent by side angle side congruency. If it is so, MA is equal to CM by CPCT. But already in the question it is given M is the midpoint of AB. That means MA and MB both are equals to half of AB. Both are half of the whole line AB. So here I got it MA equals to CM. Here MA equals to MB equals to half of AB. Then from both we can conclude CM, according to your need you write first. CM, MA, MB, half AB all are equal. In my question MB is not required. I want to prove CM equals to MA equals to half of AB. So I wrote that much only, hence proved. Moreover, all are equal here. So with this, our question number 7 also completed. For today, only 3 questions. Question number 5, number 6, number 7 I have done. Especially question number 7 is very, very important question. Practice very well because you need this for your future. Bye.